Have you ever decided, just wake up in the morning, you're like, I want something sweet today. Well, today, we're going to make 2 different desserts. Hello family, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Vicki and you're with Grammy in the Kitchen. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. As of this morning, I have reached 1,000 subscribers. Could not have done it without the grace of God or without you, my family. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, so we're going to make 2 desserts today. We're going to make something with peach, because I have some canned peaches. And we're going to do something with blueberries, because I have some frozen blueberries. Now I want to make a cobbler and a crisp. Got to weigh it out. Which one do I want a cobbler and which one do I want a crisp? I think I want to do the blueberries as a crisp. And I'm going to do the peaches as a cobbler. That's what we're doing today. So, I got a recipe that we're going to be working with. And I'm going to get started on those now. At the moment, I have the oven preheating to 350 degrees. It's going to be a simple, easy dessert. Just throw it together, put it in a pan, and boom, you have a dessert. We're going to do the crisp first. I'll have the recipe in the description below, but I'm going to eyeball it. So I've got 3 packages. They're 8 ounce each of blueberries. And I get these blueberries from Azure Standard in a 5-pound box. And I just portion them into 8 ounces. So we have our 1.5 pounds of blueberries in here. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 3 tablespoons of flour, 2 or 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I don't have lemon juice open. I'm not opening it. I do have some lime juice. So we're going to be using lime juice. About 1/4 cup. Give that a swish. We're going to make sure we got the sugar, the flour, and the lemon juice all distributed with the blueberries. Alright, let's go ahead and put that in our casserole dish. I'm not even going to worry about rinsing out my bowl. Should have softened butter, but I didn't take this out of the refrigerator last night, so it's a little hard, but that is fine. We're doing 1/4 cup of butter. We need 1/2 cup of brown sugar. 1/4 cup of flour. And we need about 3/4 cups of oats. And you can use quick oats, rolled oats. Just do not use steel cut oats. It's not going to work in this recipe. And we need 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And to bring out the brightness and the sweetness, we're going to add just a pinch of salt. I'm going to go ahead and break up this butter just a little bit more. Softened butter would have worked better, but that's okay. This is what we have. This is what we're using. Now we're going to put this right on the top of our blueberries. So we're going to put this in the oven, preheat it to 350 degrees until it's nice and bubbly. I'm guessing 30 minutes, but I'll let you know. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a blueberry crisp to take to our Azure pickup to give it to the coordinator, but I'm not going to cook it. I'm actually going to assemble everything together and freeze it, and then on the container put the instructions on there. That's what we're going to do. I believe he'll enjoy that. Richard, I hope you like blueberries, and I hope you like a crisp, because this is coming to you. So I have one of these containers left from when we did our mega freezer meal. I'm going to use this as the crisp that I'm going to give to the coordinator. So I have 2 8-ounce containers of blueberries. Sugar, flour, lime juice, and I'm just going to add the rest of the blueberries in with this. We're not going to waste that. Alright, this one's going to go back in the oven. So we got the butter, brown sugar, flour, oats, and cinnamon. Just going in here with my hand to smush up those butter pieces. Oh yeah, that's going to be yummy. And I'm going to wrap this in saran wrap. But right here on the top, I have baking instructions. Remove the plastic wrap, because we are going to wrap it with plastic wrap. Remove this lid. 350 degree oven. Place container on a baking sheet. Bake for 30 to 45 minutes till bubbly. I'm going to just stick this in the freezer until I'm ready to wrap it up, but I don't want the blueberries to thaw. I think he'll enjoy that. Now we're going to make our peach cobbler. Because I'm using a very large baking dish, because I want to take some of this to my work and share it with the ladies, I'm making it double the recipe. So the ingredients and the measurements I'm going to be posting here will be for the large casserole dish. If you have a small one, just use half this recipe. I have 4 jars of home canned peaches, and I'm just removing the juice, but I'm going to save some of it because the recipe calls for 2 cups of milk, and I'm going to use part of this peach juice in replace of 1 cup of milk. Okay, so I have the cup of milk here. Let me go ahead and add a cup of peach juice. Okay, that is my liquid. Oh, there's a peach in there. Let me go ahead and get all of these jars empty. Perfect. We're going to dump the peaches in here. These are pint-sized jars. If you have quart-sized jars of peaches, either 4 pints or 2 quarts. We're going to set these aside. And now we're going to work on our cobbler. So we need 2 cups of flour. I'm doing 1 cup of white sugar and 1 cup of brown sugar. And I am eyeballing this. That looks good to me. We need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. A pinch of salt. And our milk and peach juice. Just spread them out even at the bottom of this dish. And we're going to pour our batter. And it is lumpy, but that's okay. You don't need to make it completely smooth. I'm just going to add a little bit of butter right on the top here. Just slicing it really, really thin. And I'm just going to put about 6 little pieces. This might be equivalent to a tablespoon. Perfect. Now this is going to go in the oven, 350 degrees, until the cobbler part bakes up into like a biscuit type consistency or a cake type consistency. I'm not sure how long this is going to be, but I'll let you know as soon as we take it out. Alright, let me go ahead and clean up, put everything away, and as soon as they come out, I'll tell you the exact time it took for both the blueberry crisp and the peach cobbler. Our blueberry crisp, I think I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer. I lied to you. The blueberry crisp actually took 1 hour, but it is done. It's perfect, and it smells delicious. And we're gonna let it sit here and cool for about 30 minutes before we dig into this. But that looks so pretty. The peach cobbler has been in the oven for 45 minutes. Starting to get a little brown on the edges, but it's not ready yet. Hang tight, peoples. The peach cobbler took 1 hour also. Oh. Do you see that? Oh, that is beautiful. Put some ice cream on it. Just because I made a blueberry crisp and a peach cobbler doesn't mean it has to be that way. You can mix these fruits up and make a blueberry cobbler, a peach crisp. You can put other fruits in here, whether it's frozen, fresh, or canned. It doesn't matter. Make this to fit your family, the ingredients you have in your house. And you can have a quick, easy, healthy dessert. The crisp will freeze perfect. The only thing is, if I were to use my canned peaches for my crisp, I don't want to freeze canned peaches. Frozen peaches will work fine. But if you were to make these desserts to have a freezer meal, I suggest to start with frozen fruit and put your toppings on, whether it's a crisp or a cobbler, and then stick that in the freezer. Or you can actually make your cobbler topping, put it on a flat baking sheet such as this with parchment paper and freeze it like this. That way when you are ready to use canned fruit in your cobbler, you can just take this off frozen, dump your peaches or your canned fruit of any choice into your pan, and just take your cobbler mix out of the freezer, lay that on top, and stick it in the oven. So both of these recipes would be great as a freezer meal, but just remember you don't want to freeze canned. So just use that in your mind and think about it. Frozen fruit, you can make your crisp for the cobbler, put it in your casserole dish, stick that in your freezer. But if you plan on using canned fruit, just make your cobbler mix, put it on a flat surface, stick it in the freezer. Once it's frozen, you can wrap it up, and that way when you open your jars, put them in the dish, you can just lay that frozen cobbler batter right on top and it'd be ready to go. So both of these are great for pantry or freezer ready to go meals, or you just want to make a batch up while you got the ingredients in the house. Either one. We're going to taste both of these and see how well they are. I have a feeling they're going to be good. So if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. While you're at it, please subscribe. I would love to have you part of the Grammy family. And now we're going to go ahead and scoop this deliciousness up and have a beautiful dessert. This is going to go back into my freezer until I'm ready to give it to my Azure coordinator next week when we pick up our Azure order. Oh, look at all those blueberry juices in there. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, beautiful. Are we ready? I don't know about you, but I am. Let's try the blueberry. I love a good fruit crisp, and I love blueberries. Let's try the peach cobbler. Oh, so good. You don't have to use just home canned peaches. You can use store-bought canned peaches. You can also use frozen peaches if you like. So until next time, y'all have a blessed day. Bye, family.